Yeah, I mean, losing Locke and even Hippie, we lost them a couple of weeks ago, so it's a great opportunity for our young guys, similar sort of message to what we had a few weeks ago now, so exciting for someone that will step into his role and we'll try and fill that void, obviously a massive void, but we're confident that within our youth we can cover that.
Down forward, I know Eric hasn't been there, but key forward-wise, you confident a player like Ty is going to be able to handle the pressure of the weekend?
Yeah, I personally feel like Ty Gallop's so close to having that breakout game that we're all after. He's a great player. He's been really good at our club since he's been here. So I've got full confidence in our team and what we're able to do. Obviously we're not at our best on the weekend, but we'll get there this week.
Speaking of the weekend, you had a chance to look at it and review it and figure out sort of what went wrong and how you addressed that.
Yeah, there's plenty of things in the game. There always is little things that you look back on and you wish you probably could have improved as an individual, as a team. So we looked at that yesterday, but as soon as we walked out of that meeting yesterday, it was all about this week, and that's what we're looking to do. So you learn lessons along the way, and it's about definitely implementing them moving forward. But at the same time, we've got another job this week that we're fully focused on.
You mentioned those little things as an individual and a team. What were those?
Just little things within finals. We talk about moments, and there's so many of them within a game. So I don't know to really put a finger on what they are. It's just a matter of making sure that next time we get that opportunity right. And finals are games that you want to play well in and play and win, obviously. But unfortunately, we weren't able to do that on the weekend. But as I said, we've moved on pretty quickly, and we look forward to this week, which is a great challenge.
You mentioned that there was a message, with a couple of players being out, that you've been having to adhere to the last couple of weeks. What is that message?
I think the message is just having belief in what we do as a footy club, like the culture, the development program that we run. Everyone's ready to go when we need them, and we've got a lot of guys, that can fill that midfield void if we do lose a soldier. So, Levi Ashcroft plays on the wing. I've talked about him being really selfless for us as a team, and one of the guys that will put his hand up this week to take that role. So I'm excited to see what we bring on the weekend, and whoever fills the void will do a good job.
Yeah, we'll be the first one knocking on Fake's door to say let me step up without him.
Yeah, I don't know if there's everyone's knocking on his door. It's more just what can we do as individuals to help the team win. And finals, that's what it's all about. It doesn't matter whether you play well and you lose. For me, at the end of the day, all it is about is winning. So whoever fills the role, hopefully we win.
It's easy for people to say, that the injuries, carnage and write you guys off. Do you use it as motivation? Do you sort of listen to some outside noise, people saying that to write you guys off?
Personally, not really. I mean, we've probably been up against it all year. Everyone's trying to bring us down at times. So for us, it's all about process and what we're looking forward to doing. So this weekend it's the Gold Coast Suns, and we know that their footy is really good and really competitive, and it's up there with the best in the competition. So we're fully expecting the heat from them and excited about the opportunity.
Noah and Rowley, they've been absolutely blockbuster in that first final. So they've done it all year, proven the final why they sort of belong. How do you sort of tackle their sort of dynamic duo?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We haven't looked at them fully yet, so we'll put plans in place throughout the week. But they've had incredible seasons, and it's an absolute credit to them. They've done a lot of work for their team, and there's so much more than just those two in the team. I think everyone looks at those two and thinks obviously that's what they're made of, but they've got so many other guys in their team that play important roles. So we're going to have to beat our very best to beat them on the weekend.
Is the finals game something that really cements this sort of rivalry between the two clubs?
Sorry, what was?
Is a finals game something that really cements the sort of rivalry between the two clubs?
Yeah, ever since I moved up here to Brisbane, I've always thought whether or not it was a rivalry, and it certainly is because it's just down the road, and we play some ripping games against each other. So whether it's a final or whether it's a home and away game, I see it as the same thing. I think it's just another great opportunity. Two clubs going at it, and the winner obviously plays in a prelim next week against the Pies. So we're not looking any further than this week. We know it's going to be a cracking contest, and looking forward to that challenge.
The last couple of times you guys have met the Suns, they've gone after Levi, tried to rough him up a bit. You're going to be the security guard this weekend and step in?
Nah, I don't think security guard, that's the way. I think we just want to play, and we know that obviously they bring that physical nature to their game. Noah and Rowley are both really good at it, lead from the front. As I said, they've got so many other guys that do it too. So we're just fully focused on the ball, and we'll just be playing footy.
What about you, the Clemens, Josh? Obviously got a bit of attention last week, and that seemed to help. You got plans to give him a chop out and maybe put a bit of pressure on whoever goes to him?
Yeah, I think everyone learns lessons, and Huey probably learned a lesson on the weekend with how it was all played out. But I'm fully confident that he'll bounce back this week and give it his all. Not saying he wasn't giving it his all last week, but I just feel like that lesson that he learnt last week is going to really benefit him. We were talking about it straight after the game, things he could have done differently, and he knew straight away. So it's a bit hard in the heat of the moment at times especially in a big final where you're playing against a great team, to be able to change the way you're sort of playing based on what matchups you're getting. But I'm sure Huey will be really good for us this week.
I can't remember the last time he had 14 disposals. It was a while ago.
Yeah, I didn't even really check it out, to be honest. He still had some impact for us with the ball and did some good things. It was just that, they obviously had a focus and, it worked for the majority of the night.
Who scratched you up? Was the dog at home?
I think it was Shawnee Manor's boot, actually. So I got a few cuts and grazes, but that's just every week. All good?
Actually, so I guess having lost last week, I guess you're sort of in the same situation as last season. We're going to win every week. Do you take sort of, confidence that you can do it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've still got full belief, and I'm sure a lot of the whole club has full belief that we can still go all the way. But it's all about this week, and what we're trying to do is beat the Gold Coast Suns. So we don't look any further than that. We know that we've been able to do it before, but that's history. That's in the past, and we're looking forward. And we're looking forward to the matchup this week.